Hi guys, this is Karan here and I'm back with another Campfire audio video. So today we'll be talking about the flagship release from the brand, the Solaris Stellar Horizon IEM. So now this 2023 release has changed and completely been built up from the ground from the classic version. It's been integrated with newer technologies, the design language has been changed, and Campfire Audio with this bold move looks forward to push what the boundaries of good sound and the ownership of a flagship IEM can be. So in this video we'll talk about what upgrades does the Solaris feature and how does it actually sound. So let's get started. So before we move on to the technical upgrades and how the Stellar Horizon sounds, let's talk a little bit about the build and the design language. Now, the first thing that you're going to be awed by is the unboxing experience that the Solaris and the Andromedas both have in common. You're going to be greeted with this wooden box that really opens up and gives you a different sense of ownership of a flagship IEM. Now, as you can see, you can really place these IEMs in the box that they come in, and then you can use this to showcase or just rest your IEMs when you're not listening to them. Now, the shells of these IEMs are like beautifully crafted. They are made completely out of metal. The attention to detail, the brushed finish is just fantastic. Now, even if you look at the faceplate, it has this black and gold inlay, and that color play is really fantastic. I mean, the shells and the faceplate, when they're together, like when you touch them, it feels really sturdy. Now, one thing I will tell you is the Stellar Horizon version is a little bit on the bulkier side, so it may be a little uncomfortable for smaller ears, but overall this is a fantastic design executed by the Campfire Audio team. Alright, so now having spoken about the build and the design language, let's talk a little bit about the technical upgrades. So the team at Campfire Audio have really thought through about what they want to implement on the Solaris 2023 edition, and beneath the immaculate shells you will find a hybrid driver array system that's very unique. Now it features 3 balanced armature drivers and 1 dynamic driver. Now what's so special about these drivers is that the balanced armatures that are featured here are dual diaphragm custom drivers. Now these were particularly selected for their low distortion and their high-end extension. Now what I mean is that these drivers barely produce any distortion, and their extension over the high frequency is very natural. They don't sound tinny, they don't sound shrill. Now talking about that 10mm dynamic driver, this is something that Campfire Audio utilizes in a lot of their IEMs. It's something called as a diamond-like composite dynamic driver, and in the Solaris it has been supported with a radial venting system. Now essentially when you look at the shells of this IEM, you will see a vent. Now that is a part of that venting system, and what it does is it allows that low-end energy to just pass through. So what essentially you're getting, you're gonna get much more comfortable listening experience even for longer listening sessions. Now this radial venting system also does one more thing, and this is something that a lot of you will love. This system really helps in terms of how the soundstage is set up and how the dynamics are presented. Now soundstage is something that the Solaris is known for and loved for, and with the implementation of this system, it's just taken to another level. Now something that I really wanted to talk about is what do you get right out of the box. So of course you greeted with the beautiful wooden box when you are about to unbox the Solaris Stellar Horizon, but something that I really want to talk about is the new cables. So Campfire Audio bundles the Stellar Horizon with 3 cables, and now these 3 cables are called time stream cables. Now you also get a 3.5, 2.5 and a 4.4mm balanced cable. Now this literally allows you to pair the Solaris with any dongle DAC or any device of your choice right out of the box. You really don't need to go out look for an aftermarket cable to get that pairing that you'd like. Alright, so now let's talk about how the Stellar Horizon really sounds. So the first thing when I think to myself is, what are the key characteristics of the original Solaris? Now the original Solaris was natural, it was balanced, and it just had a little bit of warmth. Now along with this, the Solaris was known for a great size soundstage. This was something that was one of its biggest strengths. And does the new edition, the Stellar Horizon, improve on it? And I think it does. So the first thing that I noticed when I heard my couple of test tracks on them was that the top end presentation is just immaculate. The extension, the clarity is just phenomenal. The low end is much more tighter than the original Solaris, and I think rather than going for a little bit of warmth, this edition or this iteration of the Solaris aims for a more neutral, more textured and more detailed low-end response. Alright, so let's talk about an aspect of the Solaris that you all might have been waiting for, and it's the soundstage. And let me tell you something, the soundstage on these IEMs is massive. Now every instrument, every single element in the music is presented with pinpoint accuracy. The spatial dynamics is probably one of the best that I've experienced in any IEM. This is something that presents a traditional stereo track and makes you believe that you're listening to it in a very holographic space. The soundstage is just phenomenal. This is an IEM that's super dynamic, and it has a soundstage that has just set a new standard for any IEM that's going to be released henceforth. So what are my final thoughts about these Solaris 2023 edition? The Stellar Horizon edition succeeds at every single thing that an IEM of this stature needs to achieve. It has clear improvements in sound over its predecessors, and it even refines the best characteristics that Solaris was known for. This is an IEM that's highly balanced, natural sounding, and with a performance that will exceed every expectation. It delivers a true flagship grade performance and a listening experience every single time you're gonna pick this up. This has quickly become one of my favorite IEMs, and if you'd like to try this, you are more than welcome to drop by at our experience studio here in Mumbai. And if you're not from Mumbai, you can join us at the Headphone Connect event happening at a city near you. So that was it for today. I'll see you in the next one.